Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back. So today is the second video of your new chapter. Alright. So we had seen what is the lowest form, okay? Isn't it? So the ratio is said to be in its lowest form when it doesn't get cancelled. That is, it doesn't have common factors other than 1, isn't it? So what are equivalent ratios? We had seen in the fraction part equivalent, I think. Okay, so you have 28 is to 84. Is this in the lowest form? Is it the lowest ratio form? No, it is. You can cut this number. So you have 28 ones 28 into, so 28 3s is 84, right? So this is 21 8 1s is 28, 28 3s is 84. Okay, so this lowest form of 28 is to 84 is 1 is to 3. You can get different equivalents, okay, of 28 is to 84 like this by dividing them with 2. Let me divide both this antecedent and consequent with 2. So 2 1s is 2, 2 4s is 8, 2 4s is 8, yes, 2 2s is 4. So 14 is to 42 is equivalent of 28 is to 84. Okay, so you will get many equivalents for a ratio. All right, so whenever you cancel them with, you cut them with certain numbers by dividing. Okay, we have divided here with 2, both antecedent and consequent. So we have come up with the ratio 14 is to 42. All right, now suppose, now if I take 13 1 is to 3. Okay, now if I multiply this ratio with 4, so I will get 4 is to, both antecedent with 4 and consequent with 4 we are multiplying. Okay, so 4 is to 3 4s is 12. So 4 is to 12 is also an equivalent of 1 is to 3, and this is also equivalent of 2 is 28 is to 4. Okay, and this is also equivalent of 14 is to 42. So you will get many equivalents of ratios either by multiplying or dividing the ratio. All right, so here 28 is to 84 we are dividing with 2. We have got with 14 is to 42. Again, if I divide this with 2, I will get 7 is to 2 7s is 14, then 2 2s is 4, 2 1s is 2. So I have got 7 is to 21, which is also equivalent of this ratio, or this, it is also equivalent of 4 is to 12. All these are equivalents of the ratio, basic ratio given, that is 28 is to 84. So sometimes we are dividing with 2 and sometimes we are multiplying with 4 for this 1 is to 3. Alright, so all these are just equivalents of the given ratio. Okay, the antecedent and consequent of the ratio given. So the ratio given is 1 is to 4 and they're asking us to find equivalent ratios of them. So in this it was 1 is to 3, not 1 is to 4. Okay, so now when we have got 1 is to 4, we are now trying to get equivalence of 1 is to 4. So it is 2 is to 8. When I am multiplying it with 2, it is 2 is to 8. And if I'm multiplying with again this with 2, it will be 4 is to 16. Alright, so like this we will get equivalence of the ratios just by multiplying or dividing with the given ratio. Alright, now one more example is 50 is to 100 ratio. It's called antecedent. Okay, and 100 is called consequent, isn't it? If I have ratio 100 is to 50, this will be first term will become antecedent, second term will become consequent. Okay, so now I want to forget the equivalence of this ratio 50 is to 100. So I will divide antecedent with 10 and also a consequent with 10. So when I'm dividing this with 10, so my ratio will become 5 is to 10, isn't it? So 5 is to 10 is the equivalent ratio of 50 is to 100, isn't it? So this is how either by multiplying or dividing the antecedent and consequent of the given ratio, we will get the equivalent ratios. Alright. Okay, let's move on to the next. Comparison of two ratios. I have ratios 1 is to 2 and some 2 is to 5, suppose. Now we want to know whether which ratio is big, right? It's same as what we have done for the fractions. So 1 is to 2 is nothing but 1 by 2, and this 2 is to 5 is 2 by 5. Now you just take LCM. Okay, so 2 and 5, you will take LCM. It is 10, isn't it? Now I will multiply with this 1 by 2 with, and multiply and divide with 5, and this one I will multiply and divide with 2 to get LCM 10, right? So 5 2's 10. So sorry, numerator is what? 5 divided by 10, and this one is 4 divided by 10. Now numerators are same, sorry, denominators are same. You can compare numerators. So 5 by 10 is greater than 4 by 10. That means 1 by 2 is greater than how much? 2 by 5, isn't it? That's 2 by 5, or 1 is to 2 is greater than 2 is to 5. Alright, comparison is same as what we've done with the fraction part. We had seen in the last chapter how to compare two fractions. It is same for the ratios. Ratio is nothing but division, isn't it? Okay, now look at this question. How the ratio is given and this to be divided. Okay, see, the question given is we need to divide rupees 5,600 in ratio 3 is to 4 between Lalita and Shekhar. So if I would say divide rupees 5,600 equally, okay, between Lalita and Shekhar. That means 1 is to 1. Okay, when I'm saying divide equally between them, it will be ratio will be 1 is to 1. Okay, so now what you will do? You will do 5,600 divided by 2, isn't it? So this is 2 1s is 2, 2 2s is 4, 2 8s is 16. So for each you will give 2,800, 2,800. So the ratio will be 2,800, 2,800, isn't it? Now here it is given ratio 3 is to 4. So Lalita's ratio is 3 and Shekhar's ratio is 4. That is, Shekhar has more ratio. Okay, so Lalita has, it should be given 3 this thing parts. Okay, so first of all, 4 plus 3 is how much? 7, isn't it? The ratio it is given as 3 is to 4. When we add this 3 plus 4, it is 7. So out of 7 parts, okay, 3 parts should be given to that is 7 parts of this money should be given to out of 7 parts, 3 parts of money should be given to Lalita and 4 parts should be given to Shekhar. So you will write this, you will give the share of Lalita like this. So her ratio is 3 for how much? It is 7 parts into 5,600. It is same as here. So 1 share for each of them. So 1 divided by how many? 1 plus 1 is how much? 2. So it is divided into, this money is divided into 2 parts. That's why 1 by 2 into 5,600. That same we are doing. So in 7 parts, 3 parts are given to Lalita in the money 5,600. Okay, now just simplification. 7 ones are 7, 7 8 is 56. Yes, 7 8 is 56, 300. So 3 into 800 is how much? 8 to 16, 8 is 24. 2,400 rupees will be given to Lalita. And what about how much money it should be given to Shekhar? It is Shekhar's share. How much? It is 4 parts. So out of 7, 4 parts are given to him into of total money how much? 5,600. So this is 7 ones is 7 8s is 56. So 4 into 8 is how much? 32. Okay, 3,200 rupees is given to Shekhar, isn't it? So 3 parts. So the ratio is 2,400 is to 3,200. So they are in the ratio 2:3. You want to see 2:3? You want to verify this? This will get cancelled. So you have 24:32. 2 1s is 2, 2 2s is 4, 2 1s is 2, 2 6 is 12, 2 6 is 12, 2 8s is 16, 2 3s is 6, 2 4s is 8. Sorry, it is 3:4. I've done it. I've told you wrong. It is 3:4. All right. Other type of questions you will get is like this: the ratio, or you can say 12 by 18. Okay, is equal to. So these are all equivalents. So equivalents of 12 by 18 we are basically finding. So if I have 36 here, so 18 how many times is 36? 18 2s is 36, isn't it? So if I multiply and divide with 2, this 12 by 18. So here it will be how much? 12 into 2, it is 24. And down it is 36. It's already given. Now check for this. It is given here. The third in the numerator, it is 2. Here it is 2. And there it is given blank in the denominator. So when will you get 2 for 12? If you divide by 6, isn't it? 2 6 1s are 6, 6 2s is 12. So when I am dividing this with 6, so I will divide with numerator also with 6. So 12 by 6 is 12 by 2 is, so 12 by 6 is 2. Okay, 18 by 6 is how much? 6 1s are 6, 6 2s 12, 6 3 is 18. Yeah, 6 3 is 18. So here blank will be 2 by 3. Okay, so basically they all are equivalents of the ratios. Alright, this is how you will get different problems for the ratios. Alright, so we will do more problems. Okay, and what so tell me what is antecedent and consequent in this? 12 is antecedent and 18 is consequent. Okay, very simple. So ratio, equivalent ratios, you'll get questions on equivalent ratios like this. Okay, missing parts, or the share, okay, of some money in the form of ratio, this kind of questions. All right, so we will do many exercise problems in our live class. Okay, now just let me give you introduction about the proportion of ratios. Okay, which is the next topic of your chapter. Before I go there, I wanted to tell you one more thing. Okay, see, I have something like ratios. Okay, 25 minutes. All right, to is to 55 minutes. If I have asked you to keep this in the simplest form, so how you will do this is 25 is to 55. This is not the simplest ratio, isn't it? This ratio is not in its simplest form, so it will be in simplest form when I cut it. Okay, so 5 5 is 25, 5 11 is 55. So can I cut this more? No, because 5 and 11 they will not come in the same table. Okay, so this is my 5 is to 1 is my simplest form. Okay, 5 minutes is to 11 minutes is the simplest form of 25 minutes is to 55. Okay, now observe this one this thing. If I have some 45 seconds, okay, is to 30 minutes. All right, so now you cannot take this 40, you can just write 45 seconds is to 30 minutes. You cannot cancel out here because these two are in different terms. This is in seconds and this is in minutes, so either convert them. Okay, yeah, either convert this seconds into minutes or this minutes into seconds and then go for cancellation. Okay, so I have 45 seconds, okay, is to 30. I can convert this 30 minutes into seconds. So how much is 1 minute is equal to 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, isn't it? So I want 30 minutes is equal to 30 into 60, isn't it? 6 3 is 18, so it is 1800 or 1800 minutes. Okay, so now I will write here 30 minutes is what? 1800 seconds. So now both are in seconds. Okay, now you can go for cancellation. 45 is to 1800. No, this will be 5 9s is 45, 5 3s is 15, 16, 17, 18, 5 6 is 30, 0. Now I know that will go by 9. Let me do by 3 first. 3 3 is 9, 3 1s is 3, 3 2s is 6, 3 1s is 3, 3 4s is 12. So 45 seconds is to 30 minutes. Equivalent ratio is 1 second is to 40 seconds. Okay, obviously minutes will be more, so you have 40 seconds. So 45 seconds to 30 minutes is nothing but 1 by 40 seconds. Alright, so I wanted to show this, that you have different units, so everything should be same. If you are writing in if both the ratios are in meters, keep it in meters and do it. If one is in meter and other is in centimeter, first convert either this into meter or this into centimeter and then go for cancellation. Okay, you can't cancel with different units. Here seconds, here minutes, it is different, isn't it? So it is the unit of time, but this is seconds and this is minutes. Alright, so both should be of the same unit. Okay, alright, I think we should stop till here for today. In the next class I'm going to talk about proportions. Alright, so it's again an interesting topic, proportion. When are we going to say that two ratios are in proportion? Proportion means two ratios, they are equal, then you say they are in proportion. Okay, so proportion is what? Equality of ratios. We will see this in the next video, inshallah. Until I meet again, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.